Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We're back out here in the pumpkin patch, which is actually my little homemade greenhouse. And we have some pumpkins that are actually getting ready to need to be pollinated. Let me sneak in here a little bit, give you an up close look. Where are we at? That one right there opened up this morning. And what's interesting about this is I have two other ones. That one and that one over there is probably going to open up maybe tomorrow. And if you look out across this plant here, guys, you might notice, if you kind of peek in there, in and out of the leaves, I don't have any male blossoms or male flowers available right now. That's kind of a problem when you want to pollinate a pumpkin. I mean, it's like, what in the world is going on here? It's crazy. I don't know. This is the first time this has happened to me. It's the first time I've grown in a greenhouse as well, but so what is the deal, guys? All of my male flowers are not blooming at all. They're way behind. Very small. That one there's got some potential, I guess. But it's not ready. It's not going to be open tomorrow. And I need to pollinate a pumpkin. So what do I do? Now, to my surprise, when this one opened up, this female pumpkin over here opened up this morning, I was kind of surprised that it did it so quickly, and I didn't have any, male flowers available. So what I did is I went and found a green one that wasn't ready, and I popped it open. This is it. It's kind of dry from sitting here all day long, but I didn't notice any pollen on there, and I went ahead and used it though. I went ahead and rubbed it in there. I thought maybe there was some in there. I went ahead and used it, but I didn't have too high of hopes. And secondly, believe it or not, guys, I took a blossom off of this zucchini plant down here. And although it's not ideal, I needed to, try to pollinate something here. So I took that zucchini and came over and pollinated that flower. And then I walked outside and I found another one on one of my other pumpkin plants, which is a porcelain doll pumpkin plant, pink pumpkin. And lo and behold, there was a blossom there. And I thought, wow, I didn't think that one is even close to it. So I snagged that up. That's what that one is right there. Of course, it is dehydrated from the whole day. But anyways, I went ahead and put that in there. So this thing's gotten definitely two different kinds of pollen. And maybe three, but ridiculous. I know it's totally ridiculous. Why would you pollinate a giant pumpkin with a zucchini, or a pink pumpkin? Well, there was nothing else available, and I didn't know what to do. And honestly, I don't even know if those ones are going to stay on there. But I wanted to get something going here, and it's looking scary for tomorrow. I think we might have to do another zucchini to pollinate it with. This is really crazy. I just don't understand. You think with that much plant back there that you would have a male blossom come out. There's a couple potential. Maybe tonight they'll get going and maybe it'll open up in the morning. That would be awesome. But if you look, this one here is going to be ready tomorrow. I think that's going to open up in the morning. And I got to pollinate it with something. Now this plant over here is what I'm calling my good plant. And I threw out all expectations this year, guys, with everything that happened. We were going to grow one plant in here, one big pumpkin. And it was going to spill out under the edge, and the plant was going to be 6 feet beyond, and it was going to be, 350 square feet or whatever, possibly. I threw all that out when we got hit with those bugs and the heat and everything. And so we're just on a smaller scale. I'm not like shooting for an 800-pound pumpkin anymore. It's not going to be my goal. So we're getting rid of that. However, I do want to have, some, I guess what they call some nice porch pumpkins, some big pumpkins, but maybe not several hundred pounds. If we can get a few hundred pounds, it'd be awesome. But this plant right here, I plan on only growing one pumpkin on, hopefully, unless I change my mind. And honestly, it needs to be out here. So there is one right there. There's a little female right there growing. And that was going to be my winner because it's this perfect spot. This is what I was shooting for. However, I need that to be a backup. So unfortunately, that might be a zucchini giant, Atlantic giant pumpkin. I don't know. But we're not saving seeds this year, obviously, guys. We're not going to be in the realm of we're not going to be selling seeds. We're not going to have that kind of situation. And so, I'm not too worried about the cross pollination ruining my program this year. However, hopefully these male flowers will get going, and I will be able to start doing some pumpkins with them and to saving my seed stock. But what do you think, guys? Have you guys had any experience with that, as far as like your pumpkin plants or your squash plants, for instance, not creating those male flowers, and in order for the pollination to happen on the female ones that are out here, it's kind of backwards. I usually would be seeing, you know, dozens of those little boogers in there blooming out already, but it's not happening. So we're just kind of in a weird situation, and tomorrow looks like we're going to be making a couple more giant zucchini pumpkin plants in the meantime, and hopefully those blossoms will start popping out on here and we'll get back on track. But comment down below if you had any experience with this. If not, comment anyhow. Let me know how you're doing this year, and we'd love to hear from you. And everything's going good. It's been hot, it's been dry all over the country, I believe. I know there's a lot of places that are hot and wet, but we're the opposite. So interesting conditions this summer. I've been rambling on long enough. Thanks for coming along, guys. I will catch you back out here on another one. Have a good one.